Hello, my name is Jim Mullany from Sitek Process Solutions. Today is Monday, July 6, 2020. Hope everyone had a nice 4th of July holiday weekend in the United States. Today I'm doing a video source inspection of a repair for a customer. Our videos are uploaded to our YouTube channel, so we do not give our customers' names out. However, we do give their PO number out. It is PO 104587. We are throughout the facility taking the COVID-19 epidemic very seriously. Normally, everybody, including myself, is wearing a mask in final test because it'd be very hard to hear me. I take it off in here. As soon as I leave a final test, I'll be putting it back on. All of our employees are wearing masks and gloves, and a majority of our sales and administration are working out of their homes. Okay, so on this tool, it was sent in for repair. The first thing is the customer had the motor had to be taken out and rebuilt. It was stuck. We went ahead and removed it, did a refurbishment of it, and reinstalled it. There was also some parts I needed to replace. The 3 parts were the door seal, which is this, the window, which is that, because it had a crack in it, and the RSP, which is the rotor stop positioner. That's what uprights we call home position 12 o'clock. So those are the parts that had to be replaced. So it's boring watching this run, so instead I'll start the tool and then talk about our normal repair process and our refurbishment process and our part support. So the customer would just come up here, load the wafers, and simply hit start. There we go. DI water's turned on. Okay, so while we're doing this, this will go through the typical 4-step process in this case. It'll be a rinse, which you've seen the rinse here, a purge. That purge blows through the DI manifold so all the water's out so it doesn't drip back on the dry. That's what's happening right now. And that starts the high RPM ramp. You then go into dry 1, which traditionally is a high RPM, shorter duration. You use centrifugal force, high RPM, to sling the water off of the substrates. You also have N2 and heater blankets working right now. Then on dry 2, which is the second dry, you drop your RPMs way down and you do a elongated dry with low RPM. Again, you have centrifugal force, N2 heater blanket, N2 heater, and then at that point you also have your anti-static module working. So let me talk about our repair. So when we do repairs for customers, which you do quite a lot of. In fact, here's another customer. This machine's in bad shape, but it was just sent in for motor replacements. This is in a back-end, I believe, grind area where it gets very, very, very dirty. It's actually pretty tough. And so we're actually just getting an operation for the customer. But what happens is when a customer sends us in a repair, we have the tool come in. We have our documentation of the tool coming in through shipping and receivings for all the rotor, the cables, the controllers, everything's sent in so we can document it. The system is then gone through an evaluation. We basically figure out, even though the RMA might say what they think is wrong, we go through an evaluation and of the tool. If it falls under the current purchase order guidelines, what's wrong with it, that's great, and we can start the repair work. If not, we find other things. We notify the customer and let them know if it was what it might be. Because a lot of times what happens is the time the information gets passed down to the final person who's shipping this out is not the same information that would really cause the problem. And so we see that a lot, actually. Probably more than 50% of the repairs come in here. What they're said is wrong is not really what's wrong. Okay, now we drop down to low RPM. So once it goes, the evaluation is done. We do the repair work in our manufacturing area. There's a QC done there. Once it passes QC, it's brought into wet test. It's hooked up to the DI system. You saw, we check for leaks, make sure everything's good. We run through 50 process runs. In this case, since it's not being put into its own poly like this, it only has to go through 50 process runs because we're not doing any vibration issues for poly. And then it's given over for video sales. 2/3 of our projects are rebuilding our own rinser dryers. Here's 2 Sitek tools that are going over to Germany. They've been fully refurbished with our upgraded state-of-the-art Sitek controller. Here's another system that's going to the Bay Area. This one, the customer opted to stick with the traditional controllers, not upgrade. So we have multiple tools in final test all the time. We're actually super busy. Okay, how much time is left? We have about a minute and a half. So let me talk about our support. For this model, the S model is in Sam, or the F as in Frank, or the ST, the traditional. So we have 100% spare parts. You go to our website at sitekprocess.com. Left-hand side, you'll see the first 7 buttons. They're all SRD related. The first 3 are the semi-tool S model, F model, and ST. Any size, any configuration, any rotor, doesn't really matter. We reconfigure 300 millimeter all the way down to lower than 1 inch. The next 3 buttons are all the spare parts specifically. Each one of those tools, we have everything. This tool, we have brand new motors, brand new servo ramps, brand new solenoid valves, brand new anti-static modules, brand new windows, brand new N2 heaters, brand new ACR valves, everything. Everything on this tool you can buy brand new from us off our website. And then again, the same thing for the F model and the ST. Let's see how much time we have before I go on. Okay, 92 seconds. The other 2 product lines that Sitek does a lot of work with fall into the wet processing. We do the Integris Fluoro HCC box and cassette washers, 8000, 8010, 8020, and 8030. We also do quite a lot of the high pressure and scrub mask and wafer cleaners. That would be the Ultra T, KNS, and Ultratech type tools. So that's our wet processing line. We also do metrology. We have microscopes, high and low power, Nikon lights, etc. We do 10-core KLA systems, particle counters. We do DECTAC profilometers. We do nanometrics, thin film measurement systems. We do the KLA 10-core particle counters. So you can search on our website or go to the specific buttons of that product category and you'll find those. Okay, we have 47 seconds left. Let me tell you what's good. At the end, what happens is it starts to spin down. Once it hits 70 RPM, that's traditional. Well, depending what program's inside, EEPROM is burnt, but that's traditional. You'll have then the RSP, which is called the rotor stop positioner. It'll fire out. It extends, rolls against the cam, finds a very specific spot, and will upgrade what we call home position 12 o'clock. Once the RPM goes to 0, I'll hear the door release. You see the door's locked right now. And then I'll go ahead and open it up and check the wafers, the hot end to end for the dryness. Got about 12 seconds left. Okay, we'll start the wind down process there. There we go. Alrighty, I heard the door release. First I like to feel, the door normally doesn't go this far because the poly will stop it, but I gotta be careful so it doesn't bang. Feel a nice LPP, that's low pressure purge, it's nice and hot. Let's take the wafers out. They look nice and dry, cassette's warm, everything looks good. Let's get this back in here now, there we go. So then we were talking about our different tools we have to offer. So I've kind of gone through the different product line. On sitekprocess.com, on the top left, there's a search bar. You can put in particle counters or thin film or DECTAC or nanometrics, whatever you want, and it'll bring up all the different hits we have. We have a quite extensive list of the tools we do have to offer. Okay, so one thing I did not mention is we also now, Sitek, a little over a year ago, we purchased Vertex/Martech. We are now the owners of the Vertex spin rinse dryer product line. We have all the IP rights, we have all the spare parts, all the drawings, all the software. So now we are more really a turnkey. In the United States, there's really 2 rinse and dryer manufacturers in the past, Vertex and Semitol. And we were already known as someone told me today, you're the king of Semitools, your company is. And now they said, oh, you're the king of Vertex too. So we're known worldwide as the main parts supplier for the spin rinse dryers, and we're very proud of that and do quite a lot of shipping internationally. Okay, so that will end my very quick source inspection of this repaired Semitool 270S spin rinse dryer. Again, today is Monday, July 6, 2020. My name is Jim Mullany. You can feel free to call us at 916-797-9000 or on our website on any of our product pages. You can click on Contact Sales, and that will send an email to us to get back to you on whatever your product needs are. So thank you, and have a great day.